How much money can you make in Axie Infinity? Well, first of all, there are many different ways to earn money in Axie Infinity. There are scholarships, there's flipping Axies, breeding Axies, playing the game, or even renting out Axies. These are some different ways you can earn money in Axie Infinity, and I will explain exactly how much money you can actually make. Follow me. Scholarships is the first way that you can earn money in Axie Infinity. That is basically also the only way of earning money in Axie Infinity without investing a single penny. That would mean that you are renting out those Axies from a manager, and you would play the game with those Axies and mine SLP, and you would split the earnings of that SLP. And I've tried to make a little diagram here to show you an estimate of what you could earn, and this is with the current price of SLP. So when you start the game, you start up with between 800 to 950 trophies. For every win, you get about 20 trophies more, so you can get a higher level within the game. And at the beginning, you get 1 SLP, and then 3, and then 6, and then 9, all the way up until 20. And I've tried to make a diagram here. Here you can see plus 75 SLP. By the way, I almost forgot to mention you have 20 energies, which means you can play 20 times per day. And I've made this with the estimate of winning 50%. So if you could win 100%, you'd earn double the amount of what is here. So anyway, 75 SLP, that is what you can earn at the moment in adventure mode with daily quests. So I always add those 75. Those are almost a guarantee. So if you add a 10 SLP per day to the 75, that's 85 SLP per day, that's $12. Or if you go to best case scenario, you could earn 200 SLP per day. That's plus the 75 SLP, that's $40. It's not really the best case scenario, because you could also earn 400 SLP per day if you would theoretically win every single game in the arena, and you'd earn, I don't know, like $70. Now comes the part that you should remember with this. You are renting out the Axies, so you do have to split the rewards. Meaning, how I do it with my scholars is that they get 50%. There are also many managers that only pay 40 or 35 or even 30, but that depends on what type of deal you find. So the next is very simple. Let's assume that at the moment you have $200 laying around and you want to start investing with that. Then you could be starting with flipping Axies. That would mean that you pay attention for auctions and you watch the market the whole day. You understand the prices of the Axies, and this happens all the time. Axies are constantly being sold under worth. So if you pay attention and you can buy an Axie with 15% under worth, sell it for the right price. Remember, you need to pay 5% sales fee. You still have a 10% ROI within the first 24 hours, or 48 hours, depending on how fast you can sell it. But that's definitely an interesting way of maybe getting started, earning some money, saving it, and repeating that cycle until you have 3 Axies, maybe, to start playing. Now let's talk about breeding Axies. This is one of the most interesting parts in the game. Most easiest and simplest and best ways to make money, but it is complicated. But I will say something about that later in the video, because I do have a calculator for this. Anyway, you basically buy 2 Axies, you breed them. You have to pay for the breeding, but in the end you get offspring which are also Axies, and yeah, you earn money by doing that. The next one would actually be playing the game. Now, as you can see, this is the same information that I just had for scholarships. The only difference is you get to keep all the money, and if you have over 10 Axies, you have 40 energies per day, so what you can do in the arena basically doubles. That's that. Then you can be a manager, and now next to breeding Axies, I think this is the most interesting part. It's again the same information that you had just now. you are at the receiving end of just receiving the SLP every single month, because you have to calculate, like, let's assume that your scholars make 150 SLP per day, which I set as a rule for my scholars. And that would mean, sorry, this is 150 plus 75. That would be incorrect. I'm talking about 150 in total. So let's look at this. That would be about $23 a day. In 10 days, that's $230. And then in 20 days, that would be, what, 460. And in 30 days, that would be $690. Is that correct? Sounds like a lot. Anyway, $690, half of that is mine. And you can think about what you would be earning if you have 5 scholars. Wrote down here, 5 scholars, you could be earning almost up to $100 a day. So that should give you an idea about how much you can earn in Axie Infinity. If you want to have a calculator to make sure that you do not lose any money if you do choose to invest in Axie Infinity, then please subscribe, because I will be posting that calculator for free very shortly. Thanks for watching.